Hey, this is Dan Bloom. We're going to go over the action of the changeup. So, if you purchased my online course, you know that this is the grip that I teach. So, we start with the hook 'em horns. We get the grip facing like so. So, the thumb is directly on the bottom of the baseball, and our fingers are pointing at our thumb. These two fingers just hanging on the side. And so, my grip when I'm done looks like that. So, and then the important feature is having the thumb keeping the pressure, as opposed to with a circle change, you're not really going to have the ball held in place, which tends to tighten up your hand, and you tend to sort of hook it into the ground. So my thumb's underneath, my pressure is to the bottom of my fingers, and that we know that's correct when I could just straighten all four of these up and the ball is still comfortably held in place. And that's important because we want to be relaxed and loose, and we want to sort of paintbrush over the pitch. So the thumb placement is really, really important. These two fingers don't do very much. These two act as one mega finger to apply the spin on the inside of the ball. Okay, so the physics of the changeup are very, very simple, and my goal is to define why a changeup is slower, and we want it to do the same thing every single time. So with a curveball or slider, they have a set of parameters. Like a slider is about 8 to 10% slower. So if you're throwing 90, your slider is usually 82-ish, something like that. It's always going to come in pretty straight. It's going to break at a diagonal, right? There's some variation between that. Some guys have a slider that breaks more up and down, some a little bit more side to side. But in general, the slider is a slider. The changeup has never been that way. So the goal of this pitch is you're going to get 10% plus or minus speed reduction off if you spin the pitch correctly. So you're going to get 5% of that from the grip, just by the fact that these two fingers are not as strong, the ball's held a little bit deeper, it sort of rolls off instead of being forced off. And then the other 5% is going to come from the hand action. When I get on the inside of the ball, I'm converting some of my arm speed into spin. Just like if you punch someone in the shoulder, they're gonna kind of go back like this because you're hitting them to the side, so some of that force is going into spinning them. You punch them right in the chest, they'd probably stagger back. With a fastball, your goal is to put all of your velocity, all of your arm speed right through the center of the baseball. With a changeup, slider, curveball, they're all slower, not because we throw them slower, but because we convert arm speed into spin. So again, with the changeup, we have our grip. Our goal is to get slightly on the inside of the ball, which is called pronation, which happens naturally on every pitch anyway. We're trying to pronate slightly and basically release it like that. If we do that, we produce an angled spin where the ball spins at a diameter, and it basically makes one thick red seam as they mix together, spinning like that. So if you're righty, it's here. If you're lefty, it's here. So that's our overview of the how and the why of the changeup, why it's slower, where we get the speed reduction, what the hand action is like, and what we're looking for.